The old man poured chestnuts into the water. He told me the ones floating were bad, only the ones that sank were good. I quickly pulled out my notebook to take notes. The old man suddenly realized I was here to steal his craft. He reached out his hand asking me for money. But at that time I was still penniless, so I had no choice but to go home and study on my own. I poured a bag of chestnuts into water and kept trying again and again. Then I learned from a street vendor auntie how to stir them. I even snuck a taste of the neighbor's seasoning when he wasn't looking. Then I went back home to adjust over and over. I wanted to create my own secret recipe, but when the chestnuts hit the pan, they popped everywhere like popcorn. That didn't shake my determination to make money. Soon a beautiful batch of candied chestnuts came out of the pan. I first let the butler try them. Then I handed one to my mom. My family all thought the flavor was great, so I rented a stall in the snack section of the mall. The foot traffic there was huge. I was very satisfied, but since I still had school during the day, I had to let the butler manage the business. I thought I would come back from school to a pile of cash, but the bigger the dream, the harsher the reality. On the first day, the money we made wasn't even enough to pay the electric bill. Soon I noticed the neighboring stalls were all pulling in customers. So I told the butler to start calling people over too. Surprisingly, not a single box sold the next day. I couldn't figure out what went wrong, so I took my notebook to the market to see how others were selling their goods. I found some shops giving discounts, some handing out small gifts, but what really gave me inspiration was the public restroom. I saw donation collectors waiting at the entrance. Every time someone came out, they donated money, not because of the good spot, but because everyone came out relieved. That's why they were willing to give in such a crowded market. I immediately went back to the mall. I paid a high price to move my stall to the parking lot exit, so that everyone leaving would buy some chestnuts to bring home. Sure enough, the next day there was a long line at the stall. I realized with this trend, if I opened more shops, I could make at least $1 million a month. Soon my branches opened one after another, just as business started to grow. I received a notice from the mall asking me to leave, because the smoke from my chestnut roaster had blackened the ceiling. At first I tried to cover the stains with paint, but the paint dripped onto the merchandise. I not only damaged other people's products, but also got kicked out of the mall. Just as I was packing to go home, my mother suddenly cried. She told me my father's company had gone bankrupt. They planned to go live with relatives in a few days, but while processing the passport I suddenly changed my mind, because I wanted to stay and keep building my business.